different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
It's getting nicer outside, but it's still hit or miss in the spring on golf weather. Not at Double Eagle Golf. You're home for always 72-degree weather with no wind. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues are underway, but stay tuned for info on indoor golf tournaments and book your bay for after the spring game in late April. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf. Spring is a time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Fuhrer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. Once again, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We got the host, Chancellor Brewington, to my left as we just wrapped up with the Dumb Punt Hour with the host, as always, the Morning Pearsonell. I'd encourage you guys to go back to listen to that one. We'll also replay it a few times before the weekends. We had the former Husker great Amir Abdullah joining us, now a current Raider in the NFL. Gave a nice breakdown of the Raiders running back room, if that's the team you root for, as well as his favorite Husker memories and just his overall thoughts on the NIL conference realignment era that we find ourselves in. But again, join our Chancellor Brewington. If you guys want to join in on the show, Starter Heyman text line still available to you. The brick and mortar, we still got the Royals on those airwaves. So again, just Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo channel 961 as always. But Brewington, how's it going? Round two for you.
Yeah,
also on
two.
one-on-one at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, round two. Round two had a great show with DP. What a great host. What
DP?
a great, yeah.
Yeah, he knows how to just pull questions out of you.
Yeah.
Make you feel comfortable.
Great host. So many things to learn from. But the operation here at the Ticket is wonderful. My goodness. I'm learning more of it each day I come in and just seeing how just fluid it is and how easy and how everyone just got a smile on their face. And
But look at our guy Sorensen working in the dark back there. Man, still smiling.
Man, just getting to it. Early break, late break. I love it. I love it. But yeah, no. As we always start the show off, what's brewing with Chancellor Brewington? We always start off with a word of encouragement.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess today would be kind of like a challenge. The challenge will be at the end. But obviously, I always am reading a book. So this book I'm reading, is one of the chapters hit me hard today, and it was talking about all about the words we use, and the words that we use have some type of emotional attachment to them, and we have a emotional pattern to them. So if you was to say, I'm super frustrated right now, or I'm super stressed out, I'm overwhelmed, you have an emotional pattern to all those words, right? And they're probably not very good, right?
What do you mean by that emotional pattern to all those words?
Yeah, so like if we was to say, So let's say what do I use? Stress.
Okay.
Let's use stress. So when we think about stress, you already have your subconscious already knows how to react to the word stress. So you're literally, as you speak, you're communicating with yourself as you speak, right?
Yeah.
And
I
you're
see what
literally
saying
telling yourself how to feel.
Okay.
Right. So there's a pattern. When you use those words, there's a pattern that follows with your behavior and your
Yeah,
emotions.
that actually makes a lot of sense. You just saying stress puts me, gets my heart rate up a little bit.
Exactly.
If I look at my
Exactly. So knowing that, if we obviously want to be our best selves, you know what I'm saying? So if we change it, when we're talking about negative feelings, and the book describes it's okay to have negative feelings. There's time you're just going to be angry, right? But we want to minimize those. We don't want to always be angry, and we don't want to always be stressed, right?
Yeah.
So we want to minimize those feelings. So it's all about taking those words and replacing them with something and analyzing that emotion. So let's say like the word stressed. You can actually pinpoint that emotion and be like, okay, am I really feeling stressed right now? Or can I use a different word? Am I just a little busy right now? Or I'm being entrusted with a lot right now. So there's different words we can use. So I actually took a picture of this because I thought it was so fascinating. So the words, so let's use like the word I hate. Instead of using I hate, we can use I prefer to do something else, right? Word jealous. You can say over loving, lost. You can say I'm searching for something. Overwhelmed. You can use some imbalance, busy, challenged, in demand, many opportunities. So the point of this is just to say and just to watch how you watch the words that you're using, because then that can dictate your emotional state, which dictates your behavior, which dictates the decisions you make. The decisions you make dictates the quality of life you live, and that directly impacts the people around you. So, and they're the flip side of it as well is the positive things you experience. So let's take a word like yeah, I'm doing fine this morning. You like we already discussed that your body is literally taking in the words that you're using. So instead of saying Harrison, how you doing? Instead of saying fine, you could say, oh, I'm doing excellent. Literally. So you're literally describing the experience you're having or you want to have, right? So
kind of like manifest a little bit.
It's a little
yourself.
bit
but some of it's true because like you said, your brain's picking all that up.
Yeah, exactly. So I just thought it was interesting. So I challenge anyone who's listening, and Harrison, I'm challenging you as well because I'm doing it. But if you ever feel like the negative emotions, if you ever catch yourself saying like something kind of crazy, like, damn, like I'm really angry, I'm mad right now, just choose a different word, something a little less dramatic, and really focus in on the emotion that you're feeling and change it to something else. Because literally you can change it. I'm just being trusted with a lot right now. There's a lot on my plate right now. And then with the positive words, you can literally just replace it with an even better word. Even better word. If I'm doing all right. No, I'm doing amazing right now. Life is full. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's one of the words I was
it's a really good way to think about things though. So I think when I first got this gig, I was always stressed out. Like, and I would use that term in my head, like, oh, I'm so stressed. I'm new at this, man. I got these D1 athletes, man. I hope they like me. I'm coming in buck 180. It's like I overthinking it like crazy. Are they gonna look at me like he's a small guy? But you stressed out, and then as it go on, shout out DP. I mean, he said some kind words along the way to help me out. But it came to a point where he basically just said, I got a lot of trust in him. And then that's where I kind of put in my head, it's like, okay, I'm entrusted. Like they trust me, not you're stressed out. It's like, no, they trust you to do it because they know you can do it. And that just helped me a ton. Yeah. So you
literally just did what this book was talking about. You
not with everything though.
Well, yeah. But you analyze the emotion and then you start asking questions about it.
Yep.
Okay, do I really feel this? And you found out a solution. And the solution was that you're really just being trusted.
With DP helps. You put those words, and sometimes some of that outside perspective can help you get out of your own like negative headspace. Get a little bit of outside noise. Like, hey, you need to recalibrate a little bit.
And then that probably brought confidence, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's the fourth step of it.
I'm not even kidding. I was like, I'm good at my job.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's awesome.
Yeah, you get one of those moments, especially because like, you probably went through it maybe a little bit during like what's the word when you're first kind of feeling out the waters. Like, is this like, am I even good at this? How can I tell?
Right.
Because radio is a little bit different. It
is different. I'm still learning right now. I don't know really anything for real.
Well, you got the hardest part down, which is, are you comfortable talking on the mic? If you're going to be part of that, like part of it, like if you're if you, you're not true to yourself. Cause I think a lot of people today, especially like really crave genuineness. Cause I think it's so lost in today's era with like social media and like people just kind of putting fake stuff out there. So if you can sit in front of a mic and just be genuine, even if people don't agree with everything you say, I think that's also the rise in podcasts is like, it's long conversations. You can kind of feel the genuineness out of it. I think people crave that like more than ever.
Yeah, for sure. I think people are naturally gravitated to people who are just like really sure of themselves and like comfortable in their skin.
Yeah.
Because who wants to be around someone who's just like faking it and like
second guessing,
like always just like, or second guessing, but also just like they don't even know who they are. So like you get Monday through Thursday, you'll get someone, and then Thursday through Sunday, it's a different person. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just never real consistent in who they are. I feel like once you learn yourself, I feel like everyone, not everyone, but most people want to be around you because you're sure of yourself.
Yeah. You don't have to fake it.
Yeah. Nobody wants an unconfident person to be around.
Well, and if you're genuine too, the people hanging around you genuinely like you.
Yeah.
Like you eliminate so many other things.
Yeah.
So it's like, I probably went through this with my girlfriend when we first started dating. It's like, let me put some of the stuff in the closet that I actually act like.
Right.
And then luckily it worked out. Those things apparently weren't that bad, but I think everybody does that a little bit. Like I'm going to put some of these skeletons away and then maybe down the road. But if you can just kind of be genuine right off the bat, you don't got to worry about bringing that thing up, months later, year later, whatever it may be.
Yeah. What do you think about labeling this segment, the first segment, Tackling Life?
Tackling life.
Has anybody done this here? That's not.
No,
okay.
definitely.
Okay, not tackling life.
Yeah, I almost want to put a spin on it because we're 25 and make it funny, but
I know, right?
It's like quarter century worth of wisdom.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. We do got to utilize that.
Yeah, 1/4 wisdom.
Yeah. 1/4 wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Some good ones.
1/4 wisdom. I like that.
And the whole show that the Brewers is gonna. I don't want to keep those guys out of the mix. So you guys can put them in here too. Suggestions.
Yeah, suggestions.
402-464-5685. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo channel 961. Yeah, I'm good with that. I think right now the winner is probably what 1/4 wisdom.
1/4 wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. 1/4 wisdom. I love that.
25, man.
I love that. 25.
Like every week I figure something else out.
No, seriously. I'm like, this life is awesome. It's awesome.
It gets to this point where, you probably noticed this. You talked a little bit with like Ben Stilley. Like when you're getting to this point in life where people are just like fully becoming adults, getting on to that point where it's like, this is my job, this is my family or my girl relationship, whatever it may be. This is where I reside. This is how much I make. Do you ever feel pressure, outside pressure from all that?
Oh, 100%. But I think it's like the Matrix, right? Like I feel like the goal in this is not to get stuck in that. Is to like have so much freedom where like you're 30 years old, but you still got that heart of a kid, and you still like just looking at like a puddle and you just still want to go jump in it. You know what I'm saying? Like you see a ball and you still just see some kids playing. You want to go play with them. Like, so I don't want to, like, I do feel pressured, but I feel like that's a lie from the enemy for sure. Cause I personally just want to live a life of freedom, and I want to view life. One thing this book talking about, like life, like the analogies that you put on life. So if you say, life's a war, life's this uphill battle, like, so you're literally,
which is scary because I think a lot of people, especially in our age, sign off on this. And like, to be fair, things in the economy aren't great. There's things that are against you, but if you go with that mindset, it's never going to get better.
And when I was reading it, I was like, you can literally replace the is with the equal sign. So you're saying life equals uphill battle, life equals battle, life equals war. And what type of emotional attachments or behaviors do you have with the word war or battle, death, suffering, fear,
atrocities, anger,
losing?
grotesque.
Yeah. So you're literally
disgust.
equating your life with that.
Yeah.
So that's so scary. So what if you say life is a ball, life is a game? What do you associate with game? I mean, for me, I associate like winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like life is a game.
Yeah, winning,
Life is
having fun, being competitive.
Yeah, putting
being
your
the best
foot.
version of yourself.
Yeah, like life is a game. So like the emotional behavior attachment, the emotional pattern I have with that, like I play games all my life. Like I love playing games.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm gonna love life as well. You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
games a little bit too much.
Oh yeah,
Gotta put down that Rocket League every now and then. Start getting
that
cooked
Rocket
by,
League.
Hey man, when those 13-year-olds
Oh,
hop on the
my
mics and they
goodness.
start telling you, it's like,
Yeah,
man,
they
I
start
don't got
telling
the
you about
hours.
yourself.
But yeah, I mean, I think about this all the time, and especially as we'll call it 1/4 wisdom here.
1/4 wisdom.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness,
like I
love that so much.
constantly think about that all the time. Is like, man, how much of life is just your outlook on it? Because I
Yeah.
can look around and I can say the economy sucks, Bob, X, Y, and Z, but I still got plenty of friends doing it.
Right.
I got family and friends doing it. Like, and it doesn't mean I need to follow that exact same path, but
Yeah.
clearly there's people that are very happy,
Yeah.
living very good lives, and have a lot of things to be happy about. So just, if you put it in that mindset that it's always going to be an uphill battle, I don't know if I'll ever catch my break. Like, it's just,
You'll start believing that.
yeah.
You'll literally start believing your words.
And
That's
then you'll
like,
say, see,
yeah.
told you.
See, like, like, what's the thing, like the analogies with relationships as well? The old ball and chain.
Yeah.
Like
the old ball and chain.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts.
That's crazy. So we definitely got to fix that. So if you watch this live stream, fix the way you talking about yourself, your life experiences, and fix the analogies that you're putting with your life.
And it's easier said than done.
Oh,
like
my
I,
goodness.
if you're going through it, like I'll probably, again, we keep mentioning we're 25. I'm probably, give me a week. I'll find a way to go through something here again soon. Like it's just that constant changing of the brain. Like, is 25? Are we done growing? Or we still got some left?
Like physically growing,
like mentally. Does your brain I mean, obviously you can still learn,
right,
but like morally, who you are, does that kind of?
Yeah, I think
Or do you believe in that? Like, can you change when you get older?
I 100% believe. I think that's a paradigm that they boxed us into.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you look at the homeless situation a lot. I mean, that's a dark reality. If we don't think you can change when you're older, then
we got
that's crazy. Major problem because that's never going to get better.
That's crazy. I forget what it is. I think it's like the emotion, not emotional, like the maturity or your decision making. It's something with your, like you make more rash decisions. Because I know the girl's brain, they develop. If hit the text line because we're only.
Yeah, I don't got any sort of degree in this.
Yeah, I don't. I need someone with a what's this? A psychology, sociology, one of those.
Yeah, it'd be
one
like psychology, trying to figure out the brain. I probably call my brother Houston. Shout out him. Psychology degree.
The neurotransmitters. I don't know. One of those. But
got neurons in the brain. Sure.
Yeah, neuron somewhere. There's somewhere in there. Oh my goodness. But yeah, 1/4 wisdom to start off the show. If you get anything from this, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, I will be honest. I don't always hear from it right away, but I do feel like it's important, especially because we're a sports radio station. Shout out Jake Sorensen for early break. They kick it off early in the mornings, and then you get about 6 hours of sport or just straight sports content, more than that. And then you kind of get to those late night shows where it's a little bit spread out, and you get that good balance. So it's always awesome. Oh, this one's cool text here. Oh, this one's actually incredible. Shout out to Charles, not Charles, my dad, different Charles here. My mother went back to community college at 72 to learn how to run a computer because she was not done learning.
Oh my, that is amazing.
That's incredible.
That is amazing.
Think about how fun that is too. If you're 72 and you crack the internet,
that's
amazing. Like you're fully aware on how to use it, like stuff like that.
That's breaking the matrix right there. That is expanding your paradigm.
Yeah, the age of 72. I mean, that's a tough age to try to get over a technology learning curve.
That is amazing. That just made my day.
Yeah, it is. Shout out Charles. That's a great text right there.
Thank you, Charles.
Charles, call. If I might be saying that last name wrong, so we'll keep it at Charles. But yeah, you guys feel free to join in there. Man, that's good. That's good. Feel a good story. That reminds me of the Sunday mornings. Shout out Pete Ferguson, Bigger Than the Score. A lot of feel good stories on that one. But yeah, we got about 5 minutes left here. We got any more parting words of wisdom as we wrap up the 1/4 wisdom segment here?
Oh, I love it. 1/4 wisdom. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's all about changing the way you think. That's literally what it is. Change the way you think. As a man thinketh, so is he. So I feel like I know one of the principles of the world is what you put out is what comes back to you. And so if you're putting out all these positive things and they're starting inwardly, I fully believe that you'll reap those things. So just and that starts within yourself. That's a decision you have to make. That's a decision you have to make. And to make those decisions, you probably have to change your belief system. So if you believe, if you don't believe positive things about yourself, if you don't believe you're deserving, you got to change those belief systems in order to change your mindset. So yeah, that's really all I got. I'm in the process of doing so. So if you're like, dang, like I want to do that, you'll be doing it with me. Just changing the way we think and not letting this world that has so many messed up things try to teach us or try to control us. So yeah.
Yeah, that's always, do you catch yourself doing this? I've gotten a lot better at it, but I used to be in a phase where like, I'd go on like Reddit, Twitter, and I'd just like start, I don't want to say I was like having panic attacks, but I'd start like freaking out about the world. So I'd be like, someone's got to do something. Oh my Lord, like this is just absolute chaos. And I'm like worried about problems that are nowhere near in front of me, things that I probably won't even have to encounter by the time I die. Like I might not ever run into the problem I'm worrying about.
Yeah.
Do you ever catch yourself worrying about too many external things? Because I think that's probably the biggest area where I still need to like just relax, worry about what's in front of me, and I'll be a lot happier as a result of it.
Yeah, I think okay, let me ask you this question and then we can go to break.
All right. We got one more off YouTube as well. I want to read before we go to break. Go ahead.
Where are you from?
402, Northeast Nebraska, man. Hartington. Love Hartington.
Okay. Now, can you go deeper with that? Like, where are you actually from?
Like, you talking my ancestry?
No, where are you from?
Yeah, I mean, I'm from 1,600 town population. Mom and dad lived out in the country for a little bit. Then we moved into town. Yeah, just with a bunch of great community. I don't know. Everything about Hartington to me is just like really great people.
You're missing what I'm trying to say to you, though.
Yeah, I'm missing it completely.
You're missing it. So,
from my mom.
Yeah,
my parents?
Yeah. So before that, where are you from?
My parents.
Okay, before that.
My grandparents.
Okay, before that.
My great. Okay, so you're going through the ancestry line here, all the way up to God.
Okay, where are you from? Where's your original place, Harrison?
Do I need to go back to theology class, man? I feel like I'm blanking on this one. I don't know, man.
Okay. Then
I really don't know.
Then that's the answer. We can get to it in the next segment.
Absolutely. Well, as I, try to figure that one out for myself. Shout out to Kim Kelly. Another one chiming in here off of YouTube. 50 years old, no doubt. I'm still learning and will be until the day I die.
I love it.
Life is a constant journey.
I love it. Life is a journey. That's the analogy she put with it.
Yeah.
So a journey is rewarding.
Yeah.
A journey is fun. A journey has long, windy roads, but it has rivers and mountains and valleys and cliffs and all these different things. So she's attaching journey to life, and the emotional patterns with journey, I would say, is positive, right?
Absolutely. Man, that's kind of good. That's
she didn't say
cool
life.
To think about.
She didn't say life is a
mission.
Life is a rocky road.
It's a journey.
So shout out. Who was that? What was that? Who was
I believe
that
that was Kim Kelly.
Kim Kelly, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
And Charles, he's listening all the way out from Marshfield, Wisconsin. Cool to have people listening out there.
That's awesome.
And again, you guys can always join in. We'll keep it rolling here. What's Brewing? Chancellor Brewington. The host is always to my left. Harrison Owens on the 1s and 2s. And we'll keep it rolling here. Talk to you guys on the other side.
Cover more acres with a pre-owned sprayer or planter from Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer. We offer one of the area's largest selections of used sprayers, applicators, planters, and seeders. Through the month of March, take advantage of fixed rate financing as low as 3.9% for up to 60 months or a 12-month interest waiver. Visit your local Landmark Implement location or view our complete sprayer and seeding inventory online at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Spring is a time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Furious Cheese Spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Furious Cheese Spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock. A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
This is Monster Jam. Witness big air, two-wheel skills, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Brought to you by the original Super Glue. Stop by your local participating Westlake Ace Hardware locations for your $10 savings coupon. Restrictions may apply. See store for details. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena March 29th and 30th.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Spring is a time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Fuhrer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group are Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Attention all Nebraska basketball fans. The NCAA tournament is coming soon, and Nebraska looks to be on its way to their first appearance in 10 years. Better Tree Removal wants to celebrate the occasion and any possible success in the tournament by offering a deal. If you're in need of tree removal on your property, call or text Todd by March 20th. If Nebraska wins the first round game, you'll get 25% off the bid. If they win two, you'll get 50% off. You must contact Todd at 402-780-1377 before March 20th.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in to Ticket Weeknights. Once again, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We got the host, Chancellor Brewington, for What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. And again, shout out to everybody texting in. Shout out to Charles again. He's listening from Wisconsin, originally from Sidney, Nebraska. Husker till I die. Always got to respect that, especially.
I love it.
I mean, we talked about it before. I was talking a little bit about the morning Pearsonell about this. Have we had a better year from the Huskers athletic department? 2016 pops in my head. Again, I'm only 25, so I can't, go that far back in terms of real memory. I can look at stats, records, but I'm thoroughly impressed. Men's gymnastics, men's track and field. Yeah. I think women's track and field might have gotten second. Women's soccer, not only did they win the Big Ten championship, they move on, get all the way to the semifinals, lose to a very, very good Stanford soccer team. Obviously, we just saw the baseball team, softball team. I know they didn't win the Big Ten, but man, what a bumpy road, and continue to fight through it after you lose Jordy Ball and then a litany of other injuries soon after. Continue to battle through all season, and then volleyball, of course. I mean, not only win the Big Ten, national championship appearance. Who knows what bowling's going to be like? I mean, I can't think of a better year for Husker athletics outside of the football program. I mean, that's the last thing. And if you go back to 2016 and that one great year, that was the last time Nebraska won 9 games as well, as the morning Pearsonell pointed out to me.
Is Nebraska back?
Oh, I'm going to stop saying that. I'm going to stop saying it until they prove it. Give me something tangible.
Oh my gosh. I remember, so when I was doing like the D&D on the YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Every other video, it'd be like, are we back? Chancellor, are we back? See, Brew, are we back?
I caught one of those up, and I remember it got super popular, and those are easy to sell.
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah, it's definitely, and I was riding the wave too. I'm like, we're back, and in my head, I'm like, I know we're not back yet. I know we're not back.
But it's also like for the players, like, I hope you guys aren't, well, sorry guys, probably not this year. Let's look at, like, if the players say that, you're like, whoa. You don't believe in it?
You can't.
Yeah. So it's understandable for the players.
I remember, what was it? After the 2021 year, I remember everyone was like, bro, we're back, bro. Like, this is going to be new. Like, the energy's changing. And then we go like 5, 4, and 7, or 5 and 7, or whatever. Right. So it's like, we believed it, but it just didn't happen. So there's definitely more like logistics that have to go into it than just believing. There needs to be more leadership in place. There needs to be more resources being used. There needs to be better coaching, better play call. Like there's more than just believing we gonna go back to the 90s, the 90s team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It takes, I mean, you have to look at how teams have done it in recent history. You look at Georgia, you look at Alabama. It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes development. I mean, not only do you have to be good with your starting 11 on defense, offense, and special teams, what does the depth look like? Okay, what does the depth behind that depth look like? Because, I mean, it's cheesy, but it's absolutely true. Iron sharpens iron. If you got a bunch of scrubs at practice versus your, elite starters, your starters they're going to still be good, but odds of them getting that much better are minimal, just depending on what they can pick up on themselves and personal drills. But if they're just laying kids out easily in practice, they're not going to get a whole lot better. So I think for that next step is now for Nebraska, it's just get to a bowl game, something tangible, something we can actually point to say, yes, it's getting better, not just coach speak. And again, there's nothing wrong with like Matt Rule. I don't have any beef with him and how he's selling the program. I think he's saying the right things, as a matter of fact. But something tangible would be nice.
No, yeah.
Like we need something we can physically point to and be like, no, there's actual proof we're better because we haven't been here since 2016. A bowl game, easy as that. Just get 6 wins. That's just kind of where I'm at with the program. Shout out to Gene Schrader chiming in here off of Facebook. Chancellor, you look like you recovered from last night. For all those listening in, Hot Ones challenge. I think he probably took it the worst. I will say though,
boy, did you see how much I was eating? I was cleaning each wing.
I was also about to steal arm for you. I did not realize Nick the Quick. I know that's his nickname you first go by, the track athlete. I'll have to look at the tape, see how much wing he was really eating there. Because if you're skimping on the wings, Megan was definitely skimping a little bit. Goodwin
Johnson.
Goodwin was going in pretty far.
Yeah, but I'm like,
you were eating the whole thing.
Whole thing, 1 through 7. I was eating the whole thing.
See, that's what I did the first time I did it.
The bomb, I ate all the outer shell. Like I couldn't even feel what was. Like I couldn't feel, bro. My head, it felt like I was drunk in here.
Yeah, it does.
It felt like I was drunk.
I think it overwhelms your brain or something.
Yeah.
It
put me in we talk about an emotional pattern. I've never been in that emotional pattern. I was off the walls.
You were literally talking to demons, it looked like.
Yeah, I was over there. I was over there talking to myself, and I was genuinely gonna go home. But I will say that was a great experience. If you guys enjoyed that experience, let us know in the text line. We talked to DP on air, off air. We definitely want to get some things going on with the Nebraska football team doing the challenge, the hot wing challenge. But yeah, if you enjoyed that, let us know. I should memorize this hotline. I really should. 402.
Come on, man. It's the 402.
402-645.
402-464.
5685.
5685. Yep.
Okay, I should get this down.
If you ever forget, look at the TV. Top right corner.
I'm trying to do like Harrison. Hit the Heyman text line.
Starter Heyman
text line 402-464-5685.
Perfect, man.
Yeah, that's
a good job.
There we go.
You're already here with us. Probably full time too, coming up here. So, from the text line, we're gonna have to call Megan out too, because Megan. This is from Crowbait. Shout out to him from listening in. Said Megan called Nick out for skimping on the wings when he did the challenge, and he said Brew was almost finishing them up. Yeah.
Come on, thank you. Who was that? What was his name?
Crowbait.
I
Long
think
time listener.
Yeah, definitely heard of Crowbait. I appreciate you. I was trying my best, boy.
Yeah, I did the same. I remember because I would eat like the entire wing, and then I was right about I didn't eat the entire bomb. I took like one bite of the bomb, and I knew it was like.
If you ate the bomb, if you ate the whole bomb, you a real one. You a savage.
Well,
you a savage. I'm scared of you.
It was like the lips. Like I thought, like my lips were. I felt like they're so swollen and puffy, and I couldn't talk. And I was like, I felt like if I looked in the mirror,
boy,
I looked like I'd have Botox in my lips. Like they were just burning, swelling on fire.
Burning. My eyes started dripping profusely.
Yeah, you were crying a little bit.
Yeah, I was crying. Oh, I was crying.
But I think at one point I caught you too. You got close near the eyes, and I think that started it because you started tearing up right after.
Yeah.
Oh, that stuff's dangerous.
Oh my goodness. If I actually touched my eyes, I would be out of here. I would have to go to like emergency room or something. That's like pepper spray. We ate pepper spray last night.
Yeah. Can you guess what the danger zone, Scoville, where it's actually a detriment to your health if you get to this heat? I mean, it's a detriment to your health if you eat a ton of 2 million Scoville, but if like even just a little bit of this, because you guys were, if you want to round up here, about 3 million Scoville. The jump between 9 and 10 is stupid.
Yeah.
It's literally 2 million Scoville jump.
That's ridiculous.
Because you're like 690 some thousand all the way to 260,000 or 260 million.
It gets to a point where like the food's not even enjoyable.
No.
Like, no, you don't taste.
You can't taste it anymore.
You can't taste.
Especially after the bomb. It just nukes your taste buds.
Yeah. That's a great adjective.
But you guys are about 3 million Scovilles away. Apparently you can get to 6 million.
Then you can get to 6 million?
Yeah, it's like 6,500,000.
Oh, no. We good. We good.
I think once you get to that point, you want to have an ER nearby just because everyone might react to it different. You ever seen those videos where they eat like the hottest pepper? And those Scovilles are even crazier if you get like a fresh pepper that just got picked off. And like you'll see people, they go to the hospital because their throat's burning. They just can't breathe. And it just feels like it's swollen up.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's brutal. Would you ever do the 1 chip challenge?
No. After that, no. If it's worse than the bomb,
I think it's worse.
It's worse than the bomb?
I think so.
Oh, no.
It's shorter lived, but it's like
I wouldn't even consider it.
It's just like the ultimate gut punch.
I've never had a hot feeling in my stomach. I had a hot feeling in my stomach this morning. It felt like there was a bonfire on the left side of my stomach.
I had a full on civil war the next morning between the milk and the spices in my stomach.
It was having like there was like a Mexican cookout going on in my stomach. My goodness.
Good way to put it. All the spices going on.
Yeah, it was insane.
And the milk on top of it. That's the worst part. Don't drink too much milk.
We had almond milk.
Oh, that's better for you, probably.
It tasted, oh my gosh, that was the best milk I've ever had in my life.
Almond milk?
Yeah.
I've never tried it. It feels like I'm going against my roots.
It was vanilla almond milk.
See, that's just, okay, maybe. I'm not going to hate on it. It's probably a lot healthier for you. That'd be a weird hill to stand on.
Right.
Crowbait chiming in here, and he said, I'd come and do the challenge, but I want someone else there to cry with. Next time we have it, I mean, if we want to let some listeners try the hottest wings.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sure Rhett Baker could cook that up.
I'll host that easy.
I'll pay people to eat a hottest wing just right off the bat if you can jump straight to the bomb.
Oh, my goodness.
Like,
if you can go straight to the bomb, 10 bombs.
Oh. You don't want people to die.
Yeah.
And shout out Brett Baker. I'm always impressed by him because he's done it a few times now, and I'm always impressed like his interview skills.
No, he's great. It reminds me of the dude who actually does the show.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's like a perfect spokesman for it because he kind of comes on and like he'll do some, like he said some things the other day, and I'm like, I've had these guys for almost a year now, and I didn't even know that one. Like he's pulling out these stats out of nowhere, and then he's eating the hot wings with you the whole time.
That was the trippiest part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a pro. He's a pro. I went back and I went on his Twitter. If you don't have him, I don't know his app, but I
think it's Brett S. Baker.
Yeah,
comes up right away. I mean, he's got a decent amount of followers. He's a pretty popular guy.
Yeah. So I went to his page, and in the if you go to the pinned tweet on his page, it's him on the hot ones doing the hot ones, and like he saying he already know how it go and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, and it is Brett S. Baker. If you want to give the guy a follow, I mean, I definitely recommend it. He's always awesome. He usually pretty short notice too. He makes himself available for us if he's in town. And yeah,
he's a Huskers fan.
Yeah, of course, Husker fan.
Go Skurs.
Yeah, and with that being said, we got a little bit of time here. It's crazy. I haven't talked about the NBA like all day yet.
Oh my goodness!
The Mavericks 3-1. The Timberwolves able to steal one back, slow down Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving a little bit.
Yeah, it's close still.
And they slowed him down just enough. But if I'm a Timberwolves fan, I'm still not feeling super confident about my odds of flipping this series.
Yeah,
back.
Was it like 155 or 125 games with a 3-0 lead? Like nobody's ever come back from that.
Yeah.
So, good luck with that. I'm sure they'll have some nice vacations planned. The T-Wolves, I'm sure they probably Cancun or
somewhere warmer,
Bora Bora or somewhere. But yeah, it's Rap City. It's going to be the Celtics and the Mavs.
This is
pretty simple.
I think people on the Celtics, yeah, you can expect it. The West has just been. I mean, maybe you expected it because the West was that loaded this year, especially when you look at the win-loss total between the top teams in that Western Conference. But then to see the Mavericks sneaking in here, that's what's really surprised me. I mean, with Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, and you're seeing, I think a lot of people underestimated Gafford and Lively, even though Lively was out last game. I think people just underestimated that size is enough to deal with the Minnesota Timberwolves, Twin Towers, and Karl-Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert. Not willing to sign up on Rudy Gobert isn't the defense player of the year. He's still significant. Like when he's on the court with them, their defensive rating's better by like 20 points.
Yeah.
So that argument where it's coming from is insane to me. He's still clearly one of their best options if they want to put a good defensive quarter together. So I still think it's his award. Maybe you throw AD, Victor Wembanyama, but to sit here and say he clearly doesn't deserve it, he gets picked on. I mean, that's every single player.
Yeah.
They're going to find a way to find you in your weakest point, and he's still not the go-to guy they like to pick on over and over. What are your thoughts on this as we're probably heading to a Mavericks-Celtics series? Do the Mavericks keep this thing going with would have been a awesome return of Kyrie Irving and some of his best basketball?
Yeah, I mean, you talking about next year?
I'm talking about this year. Can they keep it rolling if they make it to the finals? Because they got Boston Celtics.
Oh, yeah.
Without Porzingis, that's still the key thing to remember.
Yeah. I feel like Porzingis wasn't even adding too much. I know he was a good defensive and he stretches the floor, but I truly feel like Kyrie and Luka are the best closers we've ever seen on the same team. The way Luka can close a game and the way Kyrie can close a game, how do you have you sat down have you seen did you see the last fourth quarter of game, what was it, game 3?
Yeah.
The way the spacing on the floor was, and having Luka attacking, the left wing, and Kyrie at the right, like just the ball movement and the things they're able to do, it's really scary. It's really scary. And if they can build on that and add some more pieces to that coming up next year, I think they're gonna win it all. I think they're gonna beat the Celtics. Because I don't like the Celtics, first off.
I'm with you there. I don't
Celtics,
like the Celtics. I'm pretty indifferent on. I think the Mavericks are a fun team, so I'll be rooting for them. But I'm pretty unbiased. But I think I want Kyrie to win just because I was so wrong about it. Like I'm honestly just like, for me, hindsight being 2020.
It would be nice for Kyrie too. He's got a lot of flack and a lot of hatred for things that, whether you could say he in the right, you could say he in the wrong, but just to see someone bounce back from such negative criticism. You saw him sitting in front of Shaq and all them guys, and they was just a year and 2 ago calling him stupid, calling him an idiot.
Yeah.
And now everyone's giving him praise. That's the story I like. I like when someone is misunderstood and then all of a sudden they doing great things. So
that's where I'm at with Russ. I wish Russ could get a ring so bad, man.
Right.
Russell Westbrook deserves that ring. Obviously the triple-double machine in him. But yeah, when it comes to Kyrie, it is fun to watch because it feels like him and Luka are like, do you want to be cheesy about it? It's like, man, it's LeBron and Kyrie all over again. It feels like that trust is there. He's finally in a situation where from the coaching staff, because that's the other thing. It's like, does he like the players on his team? Okay, good. Does he like the head coach? Because that didn't work very well in Brooklyn, you know? And there's reasons why the criticisms at times were fair with Kyrie Irving. And there's times when it was
for sure.
totally uncalled for, where people really were just picking on him because he's an easy headline. And you could, paraphrase something and make him sound like a lunatic because people might just believe it at that point in time. Even if you're dicing up the words and making it sound like something it really wasn't, which unfortunately seems to be pretty common practice on a lot of social media. I do think this is just a perfect opportunity to kind of re-put himself in there as like one of the flashiest, best point guards to do it in our generation. Because I can't name a better ball handler I grew up watching.
Yeah, I would love to say he is the best ball handler we've ever seen, and I would like to say I just want to see him in the conversation of the greats.
Yeah,
I do, because he's had so much. After the Cleveland stint with LeBron, he's just had like this foggy period where injuries were on the wrong team, in the wrong position. He went to the Celtics, got hurt.
Yeah, that's why I hope they play in the finals. That's the storyline right there.
Right. Went to the Nets. After the Nets, he went straight to Mavs, right?
Yeah, that was the Mavs.
Yeah, so just in all three of those stops, just didn't really catch footing, and then you really didn't know if this year was going to work either.
No.
Like they caught a little bit of fire the last part of the season, but you didn't really know how's Kyrie going to play, how's Luka going. Like you don't really know, and then their rim protector, what's his name? The lengthy.
You got Lively, you got Gafford. Gafford is probably the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, he wore a headband. Yeah. Oh my gosh,
he's nice.
Oh my gosh, like 2 point something blocks a game.
Like
people
forget he's over 7 foot.
Yeah,
like the dude, and his wingspan looks ridiculous. I want to say it's a good bit longer than his actual height. But yeah, that's the size I was talking about. I think people are underestimating, and me included. I had to like really dive into this team. I'm like, matchup wise, they might be okay.
Yeah, they got some pieces.
There's going to be some times where it's a tough matchup if Karl-Anthony Towns is shooting it really well from outside, but not more where I'm at with Karl-Anthony Towns. Man, quit shooting it so much outside.
Yeah,
like get in there. You got some great elite guards on your team. Let them kind of cook from out there. And then especially after the Timberwolves series, I figured they would have picked up on that. Man, that high low game works out really well when you just have someone sitting in that short corner. So when you got two unstoppable bigs or athletic bigs, it just puts so much pressure on that defense, opens up 3-point shots. And you kind of mentioned it. He's been super inconsistent.
Yeah.
If you're going to be inconsistent out there, get inside where I know you're at least consistent, where you can get rebounds, play good defense. And then if you're feeling it, I'll let you go out. He just starts the game out there too much.
Right.
But with that being said, we'll throw it to our last break here. Don't go anywhere. What's brewing with Chancellor Brewington? The host is always to my left. We'll talk to you guys in just a little bit.
Going on the block and old school live from Scissors and Scotch on 30th and Yankee Hill on Thursday, June 6th to celebrate their grand opening. Feel better instantly with a beard trim, haircut, or a traditional shave courtesy of the experienced and professional barbers at Scissors and Scotch. Stick around after your cut and enjoy a beverage in their cozy bar area, and don't worry, there's more than just Scotch. Spend your afternoon with Scissors and Scotch at 93.7 The Ticket, live on location June 6th from 2 to 6 p.m.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exteriors specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
This is Coach Bill Bush. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, wrapping things up here on the not the Don't Punt Hour. What's brewing with Chancellor Brewington? The host is always to my left. You guys can join in as we got about only a few minutes here. It'll be a short final segment. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 961. And what's the starter Heyman text line?
402.
You got the first part.
464-5685.
That's
the
perfect.
starter Heyman text line.
Well done. Yeah. And with that being said, there's maybe one more thing I want to go here with this. And I don't know if I've had the chance to talk to you about it yet, though. But when it comes to college football, we're going through this crazy realignment period. Just overall, this is my prediction, and it's not that crazy. A lot of people have the same thought. But how do you feel that if we do just go into 2 major conferences, Big Ten, SEC, in a way that doesn't just destroy the mid-majors? I'm assuming unfortunately, I doubt this is going to happen.
Right.
But I would love to assume that they do it in a healthy way that's still going to make sure that those mid-majors have enough money that can be a type of funnel, not for the best players, but at least they got enough money to take care of their needs, have more players out there playing the sport, as opposed to just chopping up with this lawsuit that's going down.
So you're asking if it's going to go good? If I guess would
you sign up for that? Like a 2 major conference style landscape for college sports?
How would you do? So conference championships, there would only be 2 then.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, playoffs would be. What, you gonna have a 12-team playoff thing?
I mean, yeah, that's what we're moving to. 12-team college football playoffs already.
Then how many? Well, I'm saying just for the conference championship.
Oh yeah, it all depends. So
you just take your top 4.
I think the other thing you can do about this, when these get so big, you bring the divisions back, because we're getting rid of divisions in the Big Ten.
You win your division. So
yeah,
you have like
but you
4
might
or 5 team.
You might have to go back to divisions
And just do it by geographic location.
Yeah, because the season's it's not a long season already. And if these conferences keep growing and exploding, it gets incredibly hard to rank teams as it is. And especially when you're trying to pick conference championships, and that a lot of that's going to shake out, who those 12-team college football playoffs are.
Right.
you probably want to go back to divisions.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. It's just like I'm just thinking about the conference championship. So if you would, let's say it's the Big Ten, it's going to be what, Big Ten and SEC?
Yeah, I mean that's money wise, power. That seems like it's
so. Let's do Big Ten. How many teams do we think there's going to be? Probably like 25. 20.
Well, that's the other thing. If the ACC dissolves, the Big 12 dissolves,
at least 30.
I've heard talks about Nebraska wanting to absorb a lot of Utah schools, try to bring them into the Big Ten if that actually goes down.
Right. So like you're gonna keep like Clemson have to go to the Big Ten or SEC, right?
Yeah, Clemson probably back into the SEC.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're gonna have Utah come in. Is the Independents still gonna be there?
I think so.
So
right?
You're gonna keep BYU.
Well, I think you would want to keep because Notre Dame, they're under the only way they're able to get away with it is because they are a big enough program,
right?
And they can push their brand and throw their weight around because it's always in the benefit of them. Why would they? They make way more money just because there's that many Notre Dame fans.
Yeah. So I mean,
so until that changes,
yeah, we could keep them out of it. But I mean, you split up the Pac-12. So all the ACC teams have to go to either SEC or Big Ten, right?
Yep.
So let's say there's 15 of them.
Well, you can go to the Big 12. That's still
14.
alive and well, but I mean,
right.
It's gonna be SEC Big 10.
So let's say 14 is added into the Big 10. And there's how many in the Big 10 right now? Probably about 18.
Well, are we sitting at 18 now? Out of Washington, Oregon, USC, UCLA. What were we sitting at? 16 before, so now we're at 20.
20. Okay, so now we're at 34. So you got 34 teams in a conference. So, and if for reference, there's 32 NFL teams?
Yeah.
So you would literally have to just model an NFL NFL, what's the word I'm looking for?
You're talking about the playoffs, postseason play?
Just their like the standings, like what was the word we just used? I'm blanking right now. Divisions.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just have to copy that format with 34 teams.
That's why I think it's going. I think it's just going to be a pro model.
So
especially when you see
just to win, but this is what I'm saying though, just to win the conference, how would you even do that and make it fair? Because if you win your division, you should get to play for the conference championship, right? So that's going to be at least a 6 foot, not 6 foot, a 6 game thing just to get there.
You could load it up this way, almost like a soccer pool. When you get to the end, it's like here's who we think these best teams are. Here's groups 1 through 4. And this is who we think are the best actual 1 through 4.
Right.
These guys get double elimination. Here's our next 8. These guys get single elimination. Here's everybody else. They're out. Maybe that's the way to do it. You look at like soccer, like how do we actually feel at the end of the season about which teams actually belong? And you kind of, when we get to the World Cup, we get that group play. Something like, obviously you wouldn't do group play, but break them down in a way to where you don't have to play all those games. Because, that is going to be way too many. Nobody's going to sign up for that.
Yeah, no way. No way.
It's going to be fun to watch. I mean, I shouldn't say fun to watch. It's interesting to watch because I don't know how I feel about it all the time, especially when you got universities making their athletes just full-on employees, which I understand. It's a way to think about it.
It's going to be a bunch of exciting. As a player, I think it would be exciting to do that, to travel all these places, play teams you never played before.
If you play 1 game a week, that's the part that does sting me a little bit, is like, is this all for football?
If you play 1 game a week?
Yeah, because like this conference is not, obviously it's more than just football. If you're a baseball team, softball team, soccer, bowling.
Oh, okay. So other sports. Yeah.
Playing multiple games a week. That's going to be brutal for
especially
some of those
like
teams.
A basketball where it's like a really high physical demand, but also you travel a lot.
Yeah. And like, say you're USC, like, damn, we got Maryland this week. Oh man. Then after that, we're back home right after. We don't like that is
that's tough.
All the way across the country and back.
And
then you hope you don't get like finals or something the next day.
Yeah. If you're finals, you're cooked.
Like that's always kind of like some of the thoughts I have on it. But I mean, we're just at an ultimate wait and see era at this point. But that being said, we're going to wrap it up here. But up next, we got the Malone Radio Show. I believe we got John Goodwin in studio behind me. So again, we'll wrap it up here. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington, the host to my left, Harrison Owens on the 1s and 2s. We'll keep it rolling here. We'll talk to you guys in just a little bit.